some funny things that, going on that learning thing about not having spinners, but learning things from the kids. I know Macca was really persistent all year. She wanted to field in the slips, and me being a stubborn old fuddy-duddy, kept knocking her back. And there was this one occasion where she goes, "Oh, look, I think we should put a slip in." And I said, "Well, Macca, listen, again, for probably about the 10th or 15th time, there's only 9 players. We can't afford to have a slip." Well, basically, 2 balls later, bang, ball goes slips. I'm going, I'm not going to look over because she's going to be looking at me. Another ball goes by, bang, into the slips, and I'm looking over and I can see the knives coming out of Matt going, "I told you so, I told you so." And I'm sitting there going, what the hell do I know? I'm sitting here trying to teach these kids something. Now, continuing on with that learning from the kids' experience with the spinners, I had an ongoing battle with Macca, who wanted a slip, and I found that in these types of games with 9 players, I felt that we couldn't afford to have a slip. Well, in one particular game, she continued, she was adamant, she wanted to put a slip in, and she kept asking for them, and I kept knocking her back. And to my chagrin, after I told her no for probably about the 10th or 15th time in the year, I think it was Alyssa that was bowling, and next ball, bangs, edge straight through the slips. And I'm going, "Oh shit, I'm not going to look over at Macca," because I could feel the knives start to dig into my back. And you wouldn't believe it, 2 balls later, again, same thing, but this time I had to look because the ball was ending up near where she was after it was overthrown by the fieldsman at the back, and I'm looking over and she's just looking at me going, well, I'm like, yeah, all right, well, thing. But in the end, you've got to sort of play in accordance with, what you believe in. But sometimes, even us coaches, we can't get it right. We definitely can't get it right, even through the year. I don't know how many times I used to tell the kids, guys, throw the ball on the full to the person at the stumps. But they would still continually throw from 20, 30 metres away, bang, knocking stumps over. And I'm sitting there going, how can I encourage them to do the right things if they keep doing the things that they're doing? So in the end, I just gave up, and I thought that hopefully by telling them what I'm telling them, they will still do the things that we need to do. And eventually they got it right. They were starting to get it right. In the year, it started to really click where people were throwing it in the right spots. But well, here's something funny that I only got to learn on the second last game. Halfway through the year, I thought, we were a shot at getting Kia Motor Company to sponsor the team. I thought 3, 2, 1, Kia. Well, that's what I thought it was anyway, until in the semi-final, the kids are going, "Why are you saying Kia?" And I'm thinking, isn't that what you guys say? No, it's 3, 2, 1, ha! And I thought to myself, I'm walking away, I'm going, well, I suppose we can't get Kia to sponsor these kids anymore. So you learn something new every day. I thought it was Kia, but it was apparently ha. Other things that I noticed through the year. Maddie's dance routine. Now, Maddie Howe used to be out in the field, and I used to watch her warming up for her bowling or during the course of the games because it was pretty cold, and she'd be twirling around and doing all sorts of little dance things. And I'm sitting there going, this is cricket. We can't. And I'm thinking, no, I can't discourage it. We're obviously being a successful team. And, I used to look around at the kids, and some of them would be shivering inside during the games, and others would be doing other sorts of things. And I thought, well, look, if it's impacting on the team, say something to them. But if it's not, let them go. Because at the end of the day, whatever they're doing is working. And I think that was probably one of the sort of fundamental things that was going right for us, where everyone was doing almost their own thing, but they did it within the team rules and team, I can't remember what was the word I used to use with them, things to work on for next year. one of our glaring issues was running between the wickets, and more precisely, not running into each other when we're running between the wickets. That was, on I don't know how many occasions they'd run blind and bang, or run into the opposition. And I think it's something that I won't mention any names. You all know who you are doing this. So we've got to work on that. The other thing, I don't know whether you guys realise the reason why I used to like bowling first. Because I didn't want you guys pigging out on the morning tees. Why do you think that's the reason why I chose to bowl first? Because I know in my situation, if I was to eat while the morning and really pig out on all the wonderful food that was being supplied by each of the families, I wouldn't want to be playing cricket. I'd be wanting to have a nap or have a bit of a break and a rest from all the food. So we've got to work out a better system for not pigging out in the morning, because batting first sometimes is a good thing to do. The other thing, Tander. Oops. Also, another thing, Zave, Tander, one of you guys are going to have to dye your hair black. I don't know, I count how many occasions during the course of the year I kept mistaking those two. I'd call one Tander, one Xavier, and even at times where I was congratulating Xavier off the ground because he batted well and he was thinking it was Tander was going off and Xavier was still out there, and I'm sitting there, or out in the field and they'd be taking a catch or running in and throwing the money. Well done, Xavier. No, it's Tander. Oh, sorry, bud. So it was one of those things. So next year, you guys decide between yourselves. One of you is dyeing your hair black. That's what the coach says.